Harvey? Harvey? Harvey?
Hello, yeah?
Room service.
Room service? What, you think this is a hotel or something?
Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to set the mood for the Grand Austria Hotel.
Oh, well, this is just a video about the Grand Austria Hotel game. It's not really the Grand Austria Hotel.
No, I know. And I don't have food with me, so there.
Well, next time bring food. How about some strudel and some cake?
Wine.
I don't know about the wine. I'll take the strudel and the cake, though.
All right. So, I'm Carly Cornell.
And I'm Harvey Cornell, and this is Dragon Phoenix Games.
And we want to introduce you today to our cooperative adaptation of Grand Austria Hotel. It's a two-player cooperative adaptation, and Harvey will tell you a little about the objectives.
Okay, as usual, we have moved away from having a game victory based on victory points, which Grand Austria does. We wanted a more objective-based game, and so what we've done is the game normally uses these politics cards, and there are three categories: the A-type politics, B-type politics, and C-type politics. And in the regular game, what you do is you randomly select one each of the A, B's, and C's, and you put them out there, and that's an objective the players can try to meet and get some victory points during play. But for our game, what we've done is we've put all four A's, all four B's, all four C's, so 12 politics cards, we put them all out there, and our objective as a cooperative team is between us, we have to satisfy all 12 requirements before the end of the game. And we've been playing the game, and as you can see, we pulled some to the side. I've already got 3 of them over here, and she's got 1 of them over there, but we have a number of them left. We're on the 6th out of 7th rounds, and we have quite a bit left to do, but
Yep.
We're going to show you that in a minute. But first, Carly's going to tell you some of the other changes in the game.
Since we've moved away from the victory points, there are a couple of other adjustments we have made. First of all, we pulled out all of the staff cards that are just point-oriented. We just put them aside. Another thing we've done is on the Emperor track, we go ahead and count the Emperor points the way you normally do. And in the A and the B rounds, we go ahead and assess the penalties and the rewards and all that you normally do. But in the C round, those rewards are all victory point rewards, so we don't even bother putting the reward card out. But we do insist that in the 7th round, we need to make sure that we don't incur a penalty on that Emperor track, or we lose the game. The other adjustment was, oh yeah, in the other thing that happens just because we don't care about the victory points is that there are rewards for completing sections of rooms, and the money rewards still apply, and the Emperor point track rewards still apply, but the rewards of victory points for the blue rooms don't mean anything, so we just ignore them. And I think that's about it. So we want to show you a round or 2, depending upon how fast that goes, and show you how we play it.
Yeah, and one other point about the politics cards, not only do we have to complete all 12, but each one of us has to make a contribution to each type. So even though maybe it's possible one player completes all 4 A-type politics cards, that's okay. We tend to move them over to our area to show that we've completed it and get it off the board. But suppose I were to complete the 4th A-type, Carly still has to complete an A-type, so she'll, at some point, if she can satisfy one of the requirements, she can move it over to her side to show that she has done at least 1 A-type. And maybe vice versa, maybe she gets all 4 of the C-types, and I need at some point to complete at least one of those and move it to my side to show that each one of us makes a contribution in the A and the B and the C categories.
Right. So, Harvey just rolled, and he's got the one slot,
I'm up
so
first.
he's first.
Okay, first thing I have to do is take a guest, and I have no guests at the moment. I was going to try to fill this blue room, so I want to take this blue guest right here at the bottom. That doesn't cost me anything. And of course, I have re-rolled just before we started the video for this 6th round, and we have the dice out here already. And to save time, we already discussed what we need to do. And I know Carly was hoping to use the 6s, so I didn't want to use them just yet. I want to try to complete this guy. She also, I think you also wanted the staffing. I was going to try to hire 2 people off of this if I can complete this guy, and I've got enough except for 1 black cube, so I'm going to take the 2 die, which entitles me to red and or black cubes. And there's two number 2 dice out there, so I could get 1 red and 1 black. Paying an extra $1 would get me an extra red. I don't know that I'm going to need an extra red, so I'm not going to pay the extra $1. I'll just take 1 red and 1 black, put it right on my new guest, and then I'm going to pay $1 to move my other black cube down. That allows me to finish completing this guest's order. He wanted 1 wine and 2 coffees. So he's going to take a blue room. So I'll close the blue room. And I have this card that says every time I fill a room with something, I get $1. So I take that $1. And you know that now I actually have the 2 bottom rows complete. Now Carly may complete it later, but for right now I can take this off the board to show that I have satisfied the requirement of completing 2 rows together, because I just did that. And now I'll put him over there and complete it, and it lets me hire 2 staff members at $1 discount each. And I'm just going to work on figuring out which 2 of these that I want to hire, but Carly can start her turn while I figure out which ones of these I'm going to get.
Yeah, and I can't take a guess because I'm all full. So I'm going to go directly to opening some rooms because I don't have any open rooms. So I'm going to take a 6, pay $1 for that. And then I can do 2 rooms. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 rooms for $2 and open up these 2 blue rooms here. If I paid an extra $1, I won't be able to afford to open the room. So never mind. And that's...
Oh, by the way...
What?
I earned this one. No. But you can take it from me as soon as you complete it. It's okay. I just want to kind of show you that it's okay for me to put it here and then for her to move it to her side later.
Alright. Then that's it for my first turn. For my second turn, I am going to hire. I have a discount of $2 on that, and so I'm gonna get 4 coffees, whatever, for this guy. Now he's a one-time use, so I'm just gonna flip him over. And I'm going to put them on my blue guests, which is nice because I at least finish one finally. And I owe, he's a $3 hire, I get a $2 discount, I owe $1 for that. And then I will put this guy,
But didn't you have 2 dice, so it was a $2 off for that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So he's free.
He was free, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to put this guy in a room. Over there.
Blue.
He's going to go in a blue room.
And you get 2 Emperor points.
Yep.
And you get 2 staff cards to add to your hand.
Okay. Oh, it's the waiter at long last.
We like the waiter. He's pretty good. Where you get to move stuff from the kitchen down to the guests for free, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Finally.
Well, before I take my actual turn, I happen to notice that I have qualified for both of these. May have an unusual event where I may be able to do most of the stuff here. I don't know if I'm going to get... Is you going to get all of one color?
No.
That one I am worried about. Oh, I just need this red one. And I can finish red.
I only need one more red to finish my reds. So.
But mine's a little easier to get to. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
6 sections. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm at 4. So that's all I've got so far. Okay, so I was going to take the other 6. Now I have a card here that says I can take the 6 die and not pay the dollar it costs to use 6s, and I get an extra die. So I'm going to get the use of 2 6s. And if we understand this right, I can even pay $1 to get an extra one and get a third 6. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay $1 here, go down to 8, so that I can open 3 rooms. And I'm going to need, oh, it's a blue one. I need $3 for this, down to 5, and I need $2 for this. Yikes. I had a bunch of money a while ago and now I'm running out.
That happens in this game.
You know, I can open, you know what, I don't need an extra $1 to open 3. I only want to open 2 because it's going to be too expensive. I'm only opening the 2.
Okay.
That's fine. But I neglected to get me a guest. So that's what I'm doing with the die, but I forgot to get a guest first. And, well, this one's really easy for me. Did you care about what I take?
Take it. Take it. A red room is going to be hard for me to get to, so don't worry about it.
Okay, that one works fine for me. And then I can pay $1 to move these 3 down and meet his order. Now I have this. I also, one of the staff cards I completed while she was taking her turn says, when I complete the order of a red diner, I get $2. I completed my red diner's order. I got 2 there. And before I put him in a room, this is my last turn for the round. I'm going to go ahead and this one gives me 1 white per round and 1 red per round. So I'm just going to go ahead and take those and put them in my kitchen. And then I'm going to put him in a room, which I have this red room here, which completes a section of red, which is 2 reds gives $3. There's some more money. And this time says, this one, not only that thing that I gave $2 for a red diner, this one says anytime I put anybody in a room, I get $1. I get that $1 too.
And did you take the $3 for the guest?
And his reward is $3. Yes, thank you. Alright, so I'm swimming in the money now. Again, well, $12, but compared to where I was a minute ago. I don't have the columns yet, but do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I still only have 5 there. I don't have all of one color yet. Yeah, okay, nothing new there. So that's it for the round, right? So move over to round 7. Exchange
Last round.
these. Carly will be first this time.
Okay.
We still got 4 of them that we haven't earned, and actually Carly needs to earn one of the A-type politics cards.
I also need a B.
And a B.
Okay. I'm gonna start. Oh well, not helping me much. I'm gonna start by hiring. Is that all right? Yeah, you've got bunches.
Now this is the last round, and we've got to both be at least at 8 on the Emperor track. Now you have the card that says you can pay $1 and ignore the penalty. So she's okay.
As long as I have a buck.
As long as she has a buck, she doesn't have to get any more emperor points. I need one more emperor point, so when we get -7, I'm still not at 0.
Okay. I'm going to have to pay a buck for him, which puts me at 1 buck, which is a little skimpy. But it gives me 4 of the paste of the strudels.
Which means
3, 4.
I would like to have this guy here.
Sure, that makes sense.
So I need the guy that's got 1 emperor point on him, because that's what I'll need to finish my in-game requirement.
Good news there. Oh, I forgot to take a guest. But I need to open rooms again.
Maybe take something green. Well, you can't afford an expensive one. Red room's going to be hard to get to. How about this guy? I know it's $1.
This one lets me open a room.
Well, but where are you going
to... I can't pay a buck. How am I going to...
Well, but you could, if you could, it's one of these two. It's going to have to be one of these two. And the red room's hard to get to, but at least...
I don't know that I don't... I can meet his order anyway.
Okay. We'll figure the rest out as we go, right?
Yeah, yeah. But here's what I'm going to do. The good news is that I can put this guy in a room. The nice thing here is that he will go in a blue room, which is the last room that I have open, but he lets me open 1 room for free.
Well, that's a good job.
So then I will open up this yellow guy, which gives me access to that last red room.
Yeah.
Just in case I might be able to do something with it. And then I'm going to put this guy in a room. He gives me $4. Woohoo!
And he's going to go in that yellow room?
And he's going to go in this yellow room.
Which completes a section.
Well, now, what I've got now is this 2 stripes at the bottom. You need to give me that one.
Okay.
But I've also got the 4 blue and 3 red.
Okay.
So I've got that one.
And you closed that room, which was worth an emperor point.
Yeah.
And
1 big point.
How many different sections have you completed towards this politics card?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
6.
6.
So she qualifies for this
that.
now too. Okay. We only have 2 left.
And I've got 6 guys now. I want that A back.
Okay.
Because now I have an A and a B and a C.
So we've met that requirement.
If we can get those 2 guys done,
that shouldn't be a problem. I've got to complete 2 guests. I got to get someone in the blue and someone in the red, and we'll have both of these, but we'll see.
Okay. It's your turn.
My turn. Okay. Well, I need this one for sure, but I'm thinking the problem is I need this. Well, I need a brown and a yeah. Okay, so if I go ahead and take this one, well, I don't have any blacks. That means I have to get black and brown, but that's okay. My 2 actions can be to get, as long as you're not taking, well, I've got the 6. That's fine. It'll work if I just take this. Move this down. And so for this turn, next turn I want to get the brown. So this turn I want to take the 2s. Do you want the 2s? Or I can take the 6s?
No, I don't care. I want the 3s. Because I'm going to open that
3.
red room.
Okay. Open the red room. So I'm just going to take the 2, which means I can have 2 of the red and or black, which is fine. I really just want the black, so I'll take 1 red and 1 black. The black one on the guest. Put the red one up here. And then that's all. That was last round. I didn't do this for this round. As a matter of fact, I can use this one this round to get the other white one onto here.
There you go. Well done.
And yeah, so now I can I've completed that order. I'm going to put him in this room, or her. I put her in this room, which that gives me $1 for putting someone in a room because of my card here. And this gives me the column one.
Yep.
Doesn't give me the other one yet. And that lets me open a room at whatever the cost is, which I don't really need to do. Lets me hire someone for $1 discount. Oh, well guess what? I'll hire this one for $1 discount, and it says I can close 2 rooms. Bam.
Okay.
I closed that room and I got this. So we got everything. So as long as we meet the...
So we don't die on the Emperor track, right?
Right.
We have to finish the
well,
round.
That was $1. And I'm at 7. Okay.
You're gonna go down to
I was
0,
going to go do this one to get another point. But now I don't have a room for it. So instead I'm just going to go directly to take Emperor points for my turn. For my other turn I'm just going to take this die, which allows me to take 3 Emperor points.
Yeah, okay. That's a good choice. Okay, and then on my turn, I will take this.
Which, let's just kind of, I would have taken a guess, but I'm not going to bother to finish it.
I could take a guess, it doesn't matter who, because I'm not going to do anything with him. So I will take this and open this red room for $3. 1, 2, 3. Getting a little tight, but that means that I can put this guy.
Spend $1, move some food down.
Buck.
Oh,
Yikes!
cake kind of wine.
Getting close. Here. He goes into this last red room, which means that I've got all of one color.
Yeah, she has this one as well. Either one of us can have that. So.
Okay. So he's done, and that gives me a free guest. I suppose I could take this just for fun.
But that basically is in round, and you've got
and I still have
$1. So she didn't have to pay the penalty for that. That gets her out of that. I have to pay the 7, which drops me down to 3.
But you're in good shape.
I'm still not in the penalty range, so we made it.
Won.
I had to finish
close.
a bunch of stuff on the last round. But that's the way it usually is with this game. I mean, you're finishing things in the last round, and if she hadn't had that card, she wasn't going to make that.
Yeah.
And I had to go. Yeah.
So that's how we play. The instructions are available on our website at www.dragonphoenixgames.com. Go to the Games for Friends and Lovers page and select one of the instructions buttons. And if you'll give us an email address, we'll be happy to share the page that has instructions for this and 15, 16 other games. And we hope you really enjoy playing them.
Right.
Thanks.
And if you go in there and get it, go ahead and just bookmark the page, and then you won't have to go through that form in the future. You just, anytime we release something, go directly to your bookmark, and whatever we release will be right there.
And that's the main reason we want the email address. We want to be able to tell you when there's a new game that we've put the rules out there for. So that's it. Thanks.
Right. Thank you for joining us.
Enjoy.
Bye.